Here at the Morton Arboretum in the Natural Resources, we only have 3 full-time staff. Volunteers and stewards, they're instrumental to us. They probably provide 75% of the labor we needed to do the job.
For me, the meaning of volunteering, allowing people to develop from within, find that passion, whether it's just one day or it's multiple days. We planted the prairie grass and it is absolutely, absolutely stunningly beautiful. But to get it in the ground, we had to work really hard. And when you're going through this with a group of people, somehow at the end of the day, you are bonded in ways you never thought you would see.
It's beyond a volunteer group. You form personal relationships.
The part that I enjoy most here working at the Arboretum is working with the volunteers.
We're just looking to score it and separate a little bit to give them a better chance.
Volunteering opened up all kinds of new possibilities for me, and one of those was becoming a steward supervisor.
Stewards help us manage our natural areas because they provide us with extra hands, they provide extra eyes, and a lot of enthusiasm.
I've always been a gardener, but I didn't really know what an invasive species was until I started volunteering at the Morton Arboretum.
Volunteers find stewardship and restoration work rewarding because it's hands-on. You know, you're getting your hands dirty, you're doing something, and you can see your work immediately. It's amazing to be able to look into a wooded area and only be able to see in 2 feet, clearing that area and being able to open up this beautiful woodland that you would not have access to.
I would see whole new areas of landscape come to life. Natural areas where flowers hadn't bloomed that suddenly were full of these gorgeous, gorgeous native plants. And that has been so satisfying to me, to make a difference.
My wife and I started in 1988.
We're what is called citizen scientists, and we contribute direct input into restoration efforts.
We're able to give a feedback to the Arboretum to show them the nesting periods of grassland birds, so they're able to adjust their mowing periods around that.
Becoming a steward will engage you on a whole different level. You will learn more about managing these natural areas than you ever imagined.
It does give me a pride of place. I can feel my interest shift from the everyday news to being in nature. And I go home less tired at the end of the 3.5 to 4 hours than when I came in the morning.
Volunteers who are trained here can go out to our forest preserves, out to other public and private lands to do stewardship work because they are now trained. So they take their volunteer training from here, get practice, and then take that out to the greater community. So Morton is really making a difference.
One of the most exciting things I have learned as a volunteer and had the opportunity to do is controlled burns.
And there is nothing better than seeing that fire gently roll over the topography and to realize what we're truly doing is helping this area rejuvenate itself. We're knocking back the invasive species. We're giving the native plants a chance.
I just don't look at nature anymore just for pleasure. I actually see it, that you can begin to see the interrelationship between species, the ecology of an area, how everything is dependent on everything else. So it has changed my life, I think, profoundly.
I think going through and collecting the acorns and then seeing them propagated over years and then being able to come out to the woodland, plant that, and then come back to it time and time again. Like my children, I've enjoyed seeing them grow up. I feel the same way about the seedlings that we plant.
To become a volunteer in the natural areas at the Arboretum, you don't need to spend a lot of time. You don't need to make a big commitment. You can come out and volunteer for 1 hour or 2 hours, or you can spend a lot more time as well. We need your help, and we would love to welcome you out here.
Sign up, just volunteer, join us in the natural areas, and have fun.